Hello, my name is Carmela Bakes. Viewer discretion is advised. This content that you are about to view may be offensive. If you are easily offended, then please do not watch. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You are tuning in to Pastor Michael Smith Show. I'm Illuminati News Hour on the Gospel Radio Show. Yeah, you are tuning into the Pastor Michael Show on Gospel Talk Radio Show.
He was 98 years old. Maura Sirianni spoke to those who knew him, and she takes a look at some of his greatest accomplishments.
Reverend Lowery was a champion for civil rights, and as a former pastor here at Cascade United Methodist Church, he was ingrained in this community. Hearts across Atlanta, across the country, and across the world aching as they learn of the death of Dr. Joseph Lowery.
Dr. Lowery was a very effective preacher, one of God's trombones.
Lowery worked side by side with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during the civil rights movement. Lowery was a founding member of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and its longest-serving president.
He was, at his core, a very real person, and he cared about people, and that's, I believe, the crux of his legacy.
Reverend Kevin Muriel met Lowery in 2008 and is now a pastor at the church Lowery led for so many years.
When we talk about being made alive, the word being made alive and social justice, that's what he did. He lived the word by his actions.
In 2009, Lowery would give the benediction during the inauguration of President Barack Obama, the country's first black president. Obama presenting Lowery with the Medal of Freedom later that year.
Born and raised in Jim Crow, Alabama, preaching in his blood, the Reverend Joseph Lowery is a giant of the Moses generation of civil rights leaders.
Lowery turned 98 back in October. We were there for his birthday celebration in downtown Atlanta. Since the news of his death, condolences filling social media. Atlanta's mayor sharing this photo from the day Lowery endorsed her. She says, "He believed in me when so many others would not. For this and so much more, I'm grateful for his life, leadership, legacy, and love." The King Center tweeting Joseph and Evelyn Lowery together again. They go on to say he was a challenger of injustice and a dear friend to the King family.
Dr. Lowery was blessed to live a good life and a long life, and all of us were blessed that he came our way.
Reverend Muriel says they plan to honor Reverend Lowery in a big way on tomorrow's virtual service.
Okay, people, so now I know you guys are wondering, like, oh, what do we got bad to say about this guy? Well, I'm going to go ahead and respect my elders. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really going to say too much about this guy. Because, hell, he was 90-something years old. He did live to be a long life, and most young folks would probably kill to live that age. Hell, I wish I could live that age. Hopefully, I will be. But Reverend Joseph Lowery. Now, I want to say he was a good preacher, a good pastor, but I don't think so. Because if he was put up really by the Most High God, he would be preaching about the Most High God. Well, maybe the Most High God didn't wake him up like he's waking all of us up today. You know how he's waking us up to know that we are the children of Israel? You know how the Most High God is waking us up to know that we are the ones that's prophesied in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68? Who was brought into America on those cargo slave ships? Maybe the Most High God didn't wake him up like that. But I guess he did his part, but you know what I'm saying? The reason why I have a problem with this guy, because if you can get an endorsement from Barack Obama, and Barack Obama can give you a medal, that's like the white man giving you a pat on the back saying, good nigga, you doing a good job, nigga. Because Barack Obama and his people is the first ones that had us in slavery. Yes, me and Barack, we may look the same, but we're not the same. The lineage don't go back to the same people. Barack Obama is an African. He is from Kenya. He's an African. But Larry is a Hebrew. And the Negroes that you see every day in the hood acting like jackasses, they Negro too. And us Negroes are from the tribe of Judah. So I want to give Mr. Lowry his props for dealing with what he had to deal with the civil rights thing. But I don't want to hold my hand too lightly on his back right now. Because what is bothering me is him and Barack Obama. What type of ties is that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Barack Obama is not a Negro. Barack Obama is an African. They will never ever put a Negro in the White House to be president of nothing. A slave cannot be a president of nothing. Obama was never a slave, so Obama can never say that he is a slave. Obama can never say that him and his people were slaves. That's one thing Obama can never say. But we can say it. Now I want to say, rest in peace, Mr. Joseph Larry. I'm not going to call you no pastor. I'm not going to call you no reverend because you don't deserve that title. But you do deserve, as an elder, for me to call you Brother Joseph Lowry. I can call you Brother Joseph Lowry. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you that much respect. But I'm not giving you the respect of calling you no pastor or no reverend. Because a pastor and a reverend, somebody who's preaching the word of God, is supposed to preach to the 12 tribes of Israel. And when that person is supposed to preach to the 12th tribe of Israel, some of Israel should be woken up by your preaching. Some of Israel should be woken up to know who they are by your preaching. And if you're preaching and nobody is being woken up by your preaching, then you're not doing what the Most High God told you to do. You are doing what the white man told you to do. Same way Obama is doing what the white man told him to do. Same way Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X, and all these other so-called leaders is doing what the white man have told them to do. But this guy right here, I want to say rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Hope he make it into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I hope he make it into the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I got to respect him because he is a elderly and he did live to be 90-something years old dealing with that. So I got to give him that respect. But I'm gonna give you the respect to call you Brother Joseph Lowry. You know what I'm saying? But he passed away. Now, I don't know if he was sacrificed or not. Probably was, because he died at 91. Backwards, that's 19. This could be a blood sacrifice. Could be. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell for this one, but being that, you know what I'm saying, Obama gave him a medal, and the mayor of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, gave him credentials. I got to say, this might be a sacrifice. 1991 he died at. Backwards, that's 19. For all you don't know what 19 symbolizes, people, 19 symbolizes God's existence. That's why in the year 2019 was coming to the end of the 400 years of the Hebrews, the Negroes' captivity. That's why it was 19. Because 19 is the existence of God. And being that we are God's people, the Negroes are, it's no wonder why 2019 was marking the end of the 400 years of captivity of the Negroes. But anyway, this is news. I want to thank you all for tuning in and logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour right here on Gospel Talk Radio. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this channel, please tap that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you like this show. Hit that hate button if you hate this show. Hit that comment button, leave a question or a comment on this show. Also, don't forget, check out Sister Camilla Bates. She just dropped a brand new single off her debut album called I Am God's Greatest Creation. Available on Apple iTunes right now. Look in the description box below to get the link to her website. And you go to her website, check out her website. Check out all the goodies she got over there. Also, don't forget our weekly podcast show every Friday night at 9 o'clock p.m. That link is also in the description box below. And the link to sow your seed or donate to this ministry, that link is also in the description box below. So you got a lot of links in the description box below. Use them. God bless you all.
You are tuning in to Pastor Michael Smith Show. Illuminati News Hour on the Gospel Radio Show. Yeah, you are tuning into the Pastor Michael Show on Gospel Talk Radio Show.